And welcome back to part 3 of this unbearable first episode. I am sorry it is taking so damn long. Anyway, what, seriously? Okay then, go ahead and kick back, Nato-kun.
You still got some juice left though, right, you senpai?
Screw it. If you ask nicely. I should be an ass if she's... Nah, I'm not that much of an asshole.
Sure, I can keep going.
That's what I'm talking about. Give this last one everything you got. All right, you senpai. Let me know when you're ready to start.
Begin tutorial. Proceed. Sure?
Showtime!
Hello, everyone! Professor Teddy here.
Alright!
While Sensei and the others are learning their steps, we ought to try some dancing too. Let's start with the basics. Press the buttons to match your timing with the flying notes. You get the idea? All right, your turn now. Feel the rhythm and press those buttons.
And whatever you say, Samragal.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, time for lesson 2. Sometimes you'll see rings that look like this. Those are scratches. For these, you just flick the left to right analog stick.
Excuse me.
Even if you mess these ones up, it doesn't count as a mistake, so don't stress out over them. When the ring overlaps with the outer circle, just move the stick in any direction. Wait a sec, that last one looked kind of funky, right? This is called a fever ring. They're pretty much like scratches. But if you get enough of them right, your dance is gonna go into fever time. All kinds of good stuff happens in fever time, so get it whenever you can. Now, last up is how to clear the stage and win. This hype gauge here tells you how much the audience is enjoying the show. Depending on how good your dancing is, it'll change, like this. If the audience's excitement gets too low, then that's it. Show's over. And even if you dance to the end, you'll only win if the audience had a good time. Psst, one more thing. If you get fever time when the audience is hyped up, something very good might happen. Alrighty, now let's bring it home. Bust a move!
This is very exciting! Sorry.
Yeah, you got the hang of it, and that's it for tonight's lesson. Till next time, everybody!
I let the adrenaline from the dance fade and take a deep breath to calm my pulse. Today's practice tired me out, but it looks like I managed to dance through it. I don't want to sound pretentious or anything, but I think I've been moving a lot more smoothly lately. In the beginning, all I could hope for was to just get through the steps. Kind of strange that I'm getting used to this when it used to be such an ordeal.
Good job. We haven't been practicing long, and you've improved so much already.
Oh, that was amazing to watch, Senpai. I must improve my own performance to match.
At Rise and Nato's praise, I smiled in return, then take a moment to towel off. That's when I hear a slow clapping from the room's entrance. We all glance over.
Huh? Miss Ochimizu?
At Rise's words, my attention goes to the woman leisurely striding towards us. From her elegant, formal appearance, I get a sense of pride, dignity, and unmistakable authority. That demeanor, could she be the overall producer of L&B Fest that Rise mentioned?
Indeed. It was most impressive.
I even left my meeting early to see for myself how things were going.
Do you need something? We're in the middle of rehearsal.
I wouldn't have come if I had no business here. How low Takara Productions has fallen.
Oh.
I only permitted this farce because Inoue begged me. Rise Kujikawa, don't tell me that you intend to put these children on a stage. They're barely at the level of a school performance.
Oh, I can see we're gonna definitely have to own her.
I think I explained before, but we have the organizer's approval for my friends to come on stage with me. My fans are cheering for us, and my agency made the call that this will be a good way to push my name.
Yes, I'm sure your fans would say that. Though I'm curious to know what the fans of the other idols, who have no interest in Rise Kujikawa, would think of it.
Honestly, who cares? Jealous hater.
That's...
My apologies. I retract the question. It's useless asking you anyway, as you're nothing but a pretty face.
Ugh. Ouch. Ouch.
nothing but... That's just rude!
What good can come of complaining to a plastic dress-up doll?
Oh my god.
Your puppet masters are the ones who should know their place. That would be Inoue, or in fact, Takara Productions as a whole.
My blood's just boiling after hearing this. Outrage flashes across Risei's face, and the room is suddenly tense. This could get ugly. This producer, Ochimizu, some of what she's saying is correct, but it isn't something we'll take lying down. It's not just Risei. Even though we can keep a better handle on our own emotions, Nato and I are feeling that same anger. Before Risei has a chance for an outburst, I step forward and make calm eye contact with Miss Ochimizu.
Senpai!
We'll get it done. All of us. I hope you'll see.
Oh, I will. You can count on that. I don't intend to compromise on quality, even if I must work with amateurs. No event that I produce will feature any perfunctory performances. Practice until you drop. You're free to make a fool of yourself in here, but no mistakes will be tolerated on stage.
Miss Ochimizu makes her brief speech in the same curt tone, unfazed by my gaze, and then turns her heel, heading for the door. No wonder she's risen so high in the world of the show business. Though a part of me is impressed, I squash that feeling, and I continue staring at her as she walks away.
Then again, it could be that your moment in the spotlight will be removed entirely. Rise Kujikawa, depending on what happens, I may have you pair up with Konami at LMB. The new set list will be released tomorrow. Once it's settled which way we'll go, I'll contact Inoue about our decision.
Huh? Wait, what? I don't understand what you're talking about!
You don't need to understand. Just do what you're told. I've already discussed this with Takara Productions. If we go that direction, then your friend's presence won't be required.
Excuse me, but our friends will be here tomorrow, and they're traveling quite a distance just to perform at this festival.
My sincerest apologies for that. We'll have seats reserved so that they may enjoy the concert.
Miss Ochimizu abruptly exits, leaving us in shock. What's going on here? I'm struggling to grasp what just happened. We won't be performing? Nato must be thinking the same thing. When I meet her eyes, she looks as bewildered as I am.
What was that about? I'm gonna go have a talk with Inoue-san about this.
Risei-san, she's gone. What's going on here?
Should we go after her?
Should we go after her?
I'm not so sure. Even if we do, I doubt we'll learn much. Risei-san?
It isn't Risei at the door, but a strangely familiar girl. Where have I seen her before? Right, she's the girl I saw earlier in the hall. The one who had quite a nasty faceplant.
Excuse me.
Is Ms. Ochimizu,
Chimizu? Oh, you mean the producer. She left a moment ago.
Seeing Nato look at me in confirmation, for confirmation, nod to the girl before us in assurance. More importantly, I have forgotten to ask earlier, but I hope she didn't hurt herself too badly when she tripped.
Oh, okay. Oh man, what am I gonna do?
Excuse me, but you are?
Senpai, you're not gonna... Huh? Konami, what are you doing here?
Whoa, it's Rise-senpai. Way too long time no see.
I figured that was her. After Rise burst through the door, the girl greets her cheerfully, as if they know each other. This place is a showbiz office, so it's only natural that Rise's acquaintance would be here. However, we were caught a bit off guard, and I think Rise called this girl Kanami just a moment ago. Wait, is she really?
Sorry, Rise, but can you explain to us what's going on here?
Oh, right. Let me introduce you guys. This is Konami Mashita, lead member of Kanami Kitchen.
Konami-san? Wait, the same one who was in that video?
Surprised? Konami's like this whenever she's not on camera. She's all reserved and boring looking. It's a lot different than her image when she's on the job.
And that's simply how it works? But she seems like a completely different person.
I get that a lot.
She really does seem completely different. It's hard to believe that this Konami-san is the same as the Konami-san that we saw in the video. Still, now's not the time for that. We need to hear what Rise's come back to tell us. I sort out my thoughts and take a deep breath before looking to Rise.
That aside, Rise, what were you about to say before?
Oh, right. I couldn't find Inoue-san, but I overheard something weird.
Weird, you say?
Yeah. Have you heard anything, Konami? About Nozomi and the others disappearing?
Here we go.
Disappeared? The Kanami Kitchen girls?
Yeah. Looks like they can't get a hold of them at all, and everyone's running around looking for them. I bet that's why Miss Ochimizu said those things earlier.
Rise's revelation is enough to shock us all into the brief silence. They can't get into contact with the members of Kanami Kitchen? We just met them this afternoon. I see. That must have been the reason Inoue-san asked me earlier if I had seen them. And then there's Miss Ochimizu. This would explain why she suddenly ordered Rise to pair with Kanami-san, and why she told us that we may not be performing. At that moment, everything connects. Next to me, Nato rests her head against her chin thoughtfully, as if making deductions.
I see. If they remain missing until the day of the festival, there'll be an opening in the lineup. Miss Ochimizu, worried about this possibility, mentioned her suggestion about Rise-san and Konami-san performing as a pair.
But we just saw those girls this afternoon. Would the producer go to those links just because she lost contact with the group for a few hours?
Probably. This is Miss Ochimizu we're talking about. I know about that discussion already. Ms. Ochimizu told me it'll work out as long as you're around. Still, I can't help but worry about them. That's why I was looking for Ms. Ochimizu.
It'll work out. But they're the rest of your own group. And not only that, they're well-known celebrities. What if they've gotten swept up in something serious?
I don't know. But she said she'll keep a lid on this until the festival's over.
What? Is that what she thinks of us? Idols aren't toys that can be replaced.
If this truly is a case of them going missing, there are a number of measures we can take. First, let's speak with the event organizers and have them file a missing persons report with the police. After that...
Hold on a moment.
Rise and Nato look at me in surprise at my suddenly halting the conversation. Please don't give me that look. Rise's anger and Nato's precautions are both justified. I've learned these past few months that the showbiz world can be pretty cold, but this is something different. As far as we can tell, 4 girls have gone missing. This sounds like a case. However, we need more information. I looked to Kanami-san and asked the question on my mind.
Konami-san, when did they lose contact with the rest of the group?
Huh? Not too long ago, I think. I only heard about it from Ms. Ochimizu a moment ago.
Hang on. Okay, there we go. Probably not. Better, I guess.
Like I said, we met them just this afternoon. Even if we went to the police with this, I doubt they'd pay us any mind. Plus, if this doesn't turn out to be anything serious, wouldn't it put the girls in a bad position?
Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right. I gave Inoue-san a real scare a while back myself. But even then, he waited quite a while before going to the police. If he had reported me missing at the time, it could have snowballed into a much bigger problem.
Oh, same here. One time I slept through a day off I finally got, and even through the day after that, my agency apologized to our partners and said I'd been laid up with a cold. All that oversleeping gave me such a headache.
That's not as serious as the situation here. But you, Senpai, may have a point. Well then, why don't we do this? If no one has heard from the rest of the group by tomorrow, we'll go ask the organizers to take the necessary steps. And if they refuse to make a move, then we'll take things into our own hands and notify the police directly.
That sounds reasonable. Yosuke and the others will be here tomorrow too, along with Dojima-san.
I have a lot of reasons for holding off on doing anything drastic until tomorrow, but this is the main reason. Ryotaru Dojima, my uncle from Inaba, will be coming here tomorrow along with his daughter, Nanako. He might be on vacation, but my uncle is a working police detective. For a case like this, I'm sure he'd be the best person to go for advice.
So, even if the police are out of the question, Dojima-san might hear us out. Good call, Senpai. You're so smart.
Rise claps her hands in front of her chest. Clasps. Okay, there we go. A bit melodramatically, while Nato nods as if to hide her satisfied smile. What a nostalgic feeling. I can easily tell what they're feeling by their reactions. That's when I notice. In the corner of my eye, Kanami-san is staring, dumbfounded, unable to join in our conversation.
Whoa, you all get along so well. It's so neat.
We've been through a lot together, that's all. Like, we all became close friends before we knew it.
Close friends.
Come on, Konami. No spacing out now. You're helping out too, okay?
Huh? Wait, really? You'll let me join you?
Why wouldn't we? You came looking for Miss Ochimizu because you were worried about the others, no? Wouldn't that make your goal the same as ours?
We won't force you though. You decide what's best for you, Konami-san.
What's best for me? Oh, I feel the same as you guys. I'm worried about them.
Then you're already one of us. You're part of our circle.
Oh, hooray! I made some friends!
Let's meet up again once the others get here tomorrow. Oh, but you have work, right, Konami? Well, if anything comes up, I'll make sure to email you.
Oh, right!
You know, Konami, you need to stop waiting for other people to speak first. You're an idol. Assert yourself more. People only think shyness is cute for so long.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Such a harsh world they live in.
Alright, it's pretty late, so let's call it a night.
I'm sure Nato-kun wants to freshen up too, so... Senpai, we're gonna ask you to stay in the room next door for a little while. Let's meet back here in a bit.
I have an early morning tomorrow, so I'll be excusing myself. I just have to sleep in the nap room.
Gotcha. Let's get to it, everyone.
We nod at Rise's words, and each go our separate ways. I need to freshen up and wait for Rise and Nato to finish changing, so I take my things and head to the room next door we're using. Still, I'm worried. Kaname Kitchen's members' whereabouts are unknown. What could have happened to them? And we're still not done. After getting ready to leave, and killing enough time for Rise and Nato to change, I return to the studio and find the door ajar. I guess they finished getting ready to go. I take a quick glance inside, just to be safe, and see them standing around their belongings lost in conversation. Looks like I may have made them wait instead.
But much as I hate to admit it, once she became the producer, Konami immediately started taking off.
Sorry for the wait. Are you both done? Oh, were you talking about Miss Ochimizu?
Oh, Senpai, are you ready to go? She's always like that, so even though she's legit, everyone calls her corrupt. They say she's the worst producer ever. She overworks her idols and makes shameless cash grabs from the fans. Some go so far as to call her a demon or a money grubber, including fans of the idols she's produced.
Must be true.
When she started with Kaname and Kitchen, she had footage shown on TV of her forcing impossible demands on those girls.
I see. So by showing images of them being abused as they earnestly pursued their dreams, it would only encourage the audience to cheer them on out of sympathy.
Exactly! That's the kind of thing she's good at. But doesn't it seem like cheating?
Kinda does if you want to think about it.
Plus, if it really was all an act, I might respect it. But she's exactly the same when the cameras aren't rolling, so sometimes I seriously wonder if she's not faking it.
Having been on the receiving end, I can see why you'd think so.
Right? She always makes us do insane things without running them by us. I wish she'd think about the people who actually have to do that stuff.
That sounds rough. What has she made you do, Rise?
Wow, you really want to know? Well, let's just say it's stuff I'd rather forget. This thing about me forming a duo with Konami, too. Sure, I understand why now, but how was I supposed to know that?
Oh, I kinda don't want to know now.
What if Konami and Kitchen going missing is another one of Miss Ochimizu's promotional tactics?
I hadn't considered that possibility.
Doubt it.
Wait, scratch that idea. Even Miss Ochimizu wouldn't go that far.
Exactly. They're her cash cow, so why would she sacrifice her pawns like that?
I think.
I see. By the by, there's something I'd like to mention which may have no bearing on this case. I heard an odd rumor regarding the festival.
An odd rumor?
Yes. If you go to the festival website at midnight, it plays an unusual video. The video shows an idol known to be dead dancing in it. Those who watch the video to the end are taken away to the other side and never awaken. Or so the rumor goes.
Whoa, Naoto-kun! Where is this coming from?
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to scare you. Of course, I don't believe this tall tale about some dead idol. Not one bit.
Naoto-kun, you're scared, huh?
Yes, but that isn't important. I didn't bring this up to talk about that.
Rise and I can't help but exchange looks at Nato's inability to hide her anxiety. Still, she's right. Now's not the time to be worrying about something like that.
Go on, Naoto.
Yes, anyway, there's something that disturbs me about this rumor.
What's that?
Well, doesn't it seem a bit similar to our prior experiences?
Oh, yeah.
When you look at a switched-off TV at midnight on a rainy day, you'll see your soulmate. You're talking about the Midnight Channel.
The Midnight Channel. The cause behind the mystery we were faced with when we were still just ordinary high school students. A world within TVs, the monsters called shadows lurking there, and an enigmatic serial murder case entered in the town of Inaba. All the memories of last year flashed through my mind in an instant. A sudden chill runs down my spine. We await Nato's next word, our growing unease justified for once.
Of course, it's hard to say how much we can trust these sorts of rumors. On the other hand, this particular rumor has some troubling aspects to it.
Such as?
There have been genuine victims, and their numbers have been rapidly increasing. Though naturally, there's no proven correlation between the victims and the rumor. It's quite possible that the rumor sprung up in reaction to the victims, but it's a fact that a good handful of people are in a comatose state right now.
A coma?
Seriously? I never heard about that. Hey, is something like before happening again?
Is this another case with another world? That's what Risei's probably trying to ask. I was wondering the same thing myself, but Nato shakes her head in response to Risei's question.
There's no knowing whether this is a case yet or not. I only briefly heard about it the other day during work. I was going to look into it, and if it did turn out to be connected to that case, I thought it might be necessary for me to consult everyone about it.
The LMB website at midnight, huh?
Offhand, I glanced towards the clock, high on the studio wall. 11:58 p.m., almost midnight. If I pointed it out, at the very least, the three of us here could check the truth behind the rumor. But...
It's almost midnight. Why don't we check it out for ourselves?
I knew you'd say that. In all honesty, I doubt that this rumor has anything to do with the disappearances. But all the same, it may be faster to get to the bottom of this rumor ourselves.
Wait, you want us to look at it right here, right now? Jeez, fine. But we're all gonna look at it together. Senpai, you come over here. Naoto-kun, you're over there. And whatever happens, no running away, okay? Let's see. Love meets bonds. Oh, here it is, the official LMB site.
Finally, we're gonna get some action, hopefully. My voice cracked, sorry. Risei taps her cell phone's touchscreen, and the LMB Fest's website comes up. Set lists, ticket details, participating artists, several topics and details have been added, but the website seems mostly unchanged from other times we've checked it.
The site appears to be operating normally.
See? Nothing's coming up. That rumor has to be fake.
I check the clock on the wall again, and see that it's now a minute before midnight. I just hope nothing unusual happens.
Wait, what is this?
Risei's voice pulls me back to the phone's screen, and I see something completely new being displayed. Crackling static fills the screen, and an eerie light flickers. Countless shadows sway in the visual noise, just barely visible. Uh-oh.
They do look like human silhouettes. And they seem to be dancing, don't they?
You are creepy as shit.
That's all of it.
This has to be just a prank. I'm gonna check with the admins about this. Oh, or it's part of Miss Ochimizu's PR. I bet she spread that weird rumor to get Konami's group to sell more.
Doubt it. The hell was that? That's when I noticed it, just on the edge of hearing. What was that? I concentrate trying to figure out what that sound was. If it's just us here, I can't have heard something that unusual, right?
What's the matter, Senpai? Did you hear something just now?
No, that was me farting.
Yeah, I heard it too.
No way. So it wasn't just me?
Oh my god. This is Corpse Party all over again!
A voice?
What is that?
I follow Nato's gaze and notice an eerie light swaying near the studio ceiling. Like a fog machine or a staged pyrotechnic effect, it lights up by a strange light. It's as if it's looking down upon us.
Come, Risei Kujikawa. I've prepared a place just for you.
God, I'm already getting goosebumps. The
Who are
fuck?
you? How do you know my... Ah! Ah! Senpai! You, Senpai!
Alright, I think I might end this part here and continue on later.